Hey, welcome back. It's Tomb of Annihilation time again with me, DanimalDM, and to our left going anti-clockwise, we've got we've got Cedric, Logan, Lucian, Sasha, and Brian. Olo, how you doing?
Doing good. Doing good. How about yourself?
I think this is the first time you've been on the top left.
I think so, yeah. I feel so special.
You should. How you doing, Logan?
I'm good. Where am I at?
I'm going reverse, anti-clockwise, counterclockwise.
I'm the Marsha Brady spot.
Possibly.
Uh,
Does that make Lucian Alice?
Is he in the middle?
Oh yeah, how you doing, Lucian?
I'm the important one if I'm in the middle.
Yeah, probably.
The whole show's about me.
And
Alice was the lifeblood of that show.
And how are you doing, Sasha?
Real good. Yourself?
Oh, thanks for asking. I'm doing very well, thank you. And Brian, you're
I'm
good?
doing good this week. I am. Not at work, so that's much better.
Oh yes, happy to be home from work. Well, you missed last week's session. You missed the long rest, the fighting to level up to level 7, the various easily overcome encounters with those poor drowned kobolds, and the gargoyles who tried to fly away with your turtle friend. And I believe there was also a mini UNT encounter, which you were the one who were able to fend off quite nicely. Good work, Alien. And
I do my best work when I'm not here.
no worries. And I believe we finished it off with Corridon charging into a whole heap of veggie pygmies and saving a grung. And with that, we'll move on over to Tomb of Annihilation. So let's move you guys back to the Omu map. We are down right near the bottom. Pew. So, what are you guys doing? You have a, you've killed a whole bunch of veggie pygmies, and you have a, what is it, a grung that you have convinced you are not its enemy.
Somebody able to talk to it? I couldn't remember.
I think Boone could communicate with the helmet, couldn't you?
I don't know if that gives me the language.
What you do remember was Orvex actually started to speak all throat-like he did the day before when you came across grungs.
That's right. I was watching him speak, so I can start to learn language.
Mm-hmm.
Listening to him speak.
So at this point, with all the veggie pygmies gone and all the thornies and the veggie pygmy chief, we have Olo conversing with the grung, and again you hear them talking you hear the grung go like, and you hear Orvex go, as they do, and Orvex lets you know, oh, he appears to be some kind of prince. Or at least he says he is.
I will activate the Detect Thoughts helmet and at least try to get surface thoughts on him.
Mm-hmm.
If we can figure out whether he's hostile or lying.
Well, that's an
Wait, he
essay.
said he was a prince?
Yeah. And that spell is an essay to read, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jeez. Alright, so this area was there. Okay, so... Crap, where's the number? I have lost where the number is. Have I got GM layer on? Yeah.
Oh no, I'd take it back.
Mm.
That spell it says particularly effective as part of an interrogation. But he's going to know I'm trying to detect his thoughts if I use it on him.
Right.
Yeah, that's some Professor X shit.
Alright, so, what's his name? Orvex lets you know, his name is, Imbok, and then you hear the grung go, Imbok. And yes, Imbok, but yes, his name appears to be Imbok, and he claims that if you escort him back to his father's shrine, he'll promise you much gold. And his father apparently is the loosely translated king, leader, guy in charge.
Well, I don't think we murdered all those Vegapygmies for no reason at all, so we should probably go with.
And he's about the same size as a chicken.
Can I get
Actually, no, it's a bit
a
bigger.
surface thought on him at that point?
Yes. His surface thoughts are, I'm safe. I've been saved. I'm not about to get killed. Hurrah. And
Maybe they have information about the shrines.
When he, if you as Orvex begins to talk to him about his dad, you would see the surface thoughts of something along the lines of a guy you see in his mind, a guy wearing a big headdress, and looks quite like, if you were to guess, a chiefly looking grung. And they are in an area. When he's describing the shrine to Orvex, they are in an area completely surrounded by water.
Can you ask him how far away it is?
Yes. One moment. And you hear Orvex doing his throat things again, and you hear him. It goes. It's somewhere along the far northeast of the of Omu, a bit south of the waterfall.
Is there a way across the river or the water to get to it?
Orvex doesn't bother asking him and says, I believe they would most likely swim. They're quite amphibious creatures.
So if we were looking at the big map around, where is that? Like, kind of in relation to, like, the waterfall?
He says it was in, like, the southeast of the waterfall, like this kind of area. If those pings are showing up, like that kind of area.
Okay.
I mean, we've cleaned up all the way through this corridor. We could just go all the way back up to that cave entrance and kind of cut along the mountain or the cliffside and go straight over to the water.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Sorry, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Dishwasher flooded.
Ooh, not good.
Before we leave, we should probably throw all of these Vegapygmies in the lava, just because of the zombie problem. So I'm going to go ahead
You don't
and
want to
that
make
when you guys
sandwiches out of them?
communicate with you.
Oh, bit of echo there.
Make some veggie sandwiches.
Alright, so you guys tossing all the veggie pygmies into the lava?
Did they have any weapons at all?
Not really. They had very crude spears and their hands and feet.
I'm grabbing all those spears.
Yep, no worries. You would
Put them in my pack.
Alright, add 4 crappy spears. Alright, so where are you guys heading?
I think back up the corridor.
Yeah, we'll move put yourself where you want to go, and I'll let you know how that goes. So you want to travel all the way to the north, right? Okay. Okie dokie. Let's do it.
I guess my question was: is that tree that crosses the river the only way to get across the?
Looking at it, if you don't want to go into the water, it looks like it.
Yeah, but that northern approach is still going to get us closer to where you were pinging than coming from the south here, isn't it?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Screams ambush point to me.
Do we want to check out the full close bank before we go across? Or do we want to take them straight back?
Will he hang around with us if we get into a fight? If it takes a day to move back?
If you ask Orvex to talk to him about that, he gives you the impression, I don't think he'll fight for us, but he's not going to hinder us or involve himself negatively or positively from the look of it, but, you know.
I mean, we have a positive lead on a potential ally here. I think we should aggressively pursue that.
Aye.
Okay.
I'm a fan.
So you
We
got,
didn't save him for nothing.
so you guys going north?
Sure.
Alright, I'll measure it out for you and tell you roughly how long it takes. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Do-do. And to get to there. Alright, so that's 25. Open that up. Alright. Nope, wrong one. Move. Yep. So that takes you about, you feel like, why can't I do math in my head? It takes you about an hour to get up there. And the sun's still pretty low in the sky at this point. But yeah, I'll move all your models, all your tokens. Whoop, wrong button. I'll move all your tokens up to the north for you, if everybody is wanting to join Boone. And where do you want to go from there?
Before I go anywhere, I'm going to resummon Chad.
Chad has been resummoned.
All right. And first thing in the morning from now on, Boone's going to cast Tiny Servant on some object on him. It just
Okay.
happens to be one of the spears, the pig. We walk down that set of buildings, checking left and right as we head towards the waterfall.
Okay, so you're only doing that northernmost line, or do you want to do the two sets of buildings?
Might as well get the two sets while we're walking through.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, as you go down and you don't really notice anything, are you only looking for obelisk? Like, is that pretty much what you're looking for at this point?
Yeah.
All right. So as you swaying up and down, just quickly checking off each building, mentally noting, oh, this doesn't look like a shrine or anything. The only thing of note is that reddish building. It seems to have more. It seems to look like to you like a derelict marketplace. Like it looks all old and destroyed like the rest of the places, but for some reason it has lots of stalls that seem to have lots of goods in it still, and you'd be able to just see that with a passing eye. That this was probably an area which used to be a marketplace of some variety, and it doesn't look in too bad of a nick. So
Should we check it out?
up to you guys.
Aye.
I agree.
Okay. Is it just the one of you going in, or is all...
I'll sneak up to it.
Okay. You sneak up to it. Alright. If you would like to roll me a stealth check. Yeah, there we go. So as you are walking along, could I get you to make a perception check, please? Alright, you quite easily see inside there's all these stalls. It's like an alleyway with stalls on either side. You can see like rusting and rotting supplies being just wasting away as time goes by. As you're walking along, you see what looks like a string that is along the ground. And as you see that, you follow the string up, and the string goes up into almost like a crude pulley system. And as you follow that pulley system, you see that it goes over to this weird latch. And the latch looks like it's holding back a pole. And when you do the simple math of where the pole would move, you see that the pole would swing around and knock over a couple of rocks that would then make this massive pole with a blade on it just swing down. Very Goldberg machine
Good
style.
trap.
Yeah, and you're looking at it, and it looks very like over complex, like way over the top, but at the same time easily thwarted. Since you've noticed it, all you have to do is like you just unpull the string, or you just move the wedge away a little bit, and it's completely disarmed.
I will do that.
Mm-hmm. And
then wave everybody up and say, somebody trapped this room or this building with a massive trap, so there might be something in there worth taking.
All right, so you gonna keep walking on in?
Is the rest of the party with me?
Is the rest of the party with you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm cantering along on this elk.
Mm-hmm.
Are you able to disarm the trap?
Already have.
Yep, very easily. All right.
But I'll keep looking for more traps as long as there's one. There might be more than one.
Mm-hmm.
Or more.
I'm going to cast Bless on Boone as he carries on ahead.
Anybody else, or just Boone?
Sticking with it, because they're the real MVPs.
I didn't hear who. Sorry.
Boone, Chad, and Chicken.
Boone, Chad, and Chicken. Well, it is interesting that Chad has this save because, Corridon, could I please get a perception check from you?
Oh yeah. Not so good.
Okay.
Once I get mounted combatant, you won't be able to take Chad so easily from me.
Okay, so you guys see Corridon just going, slowly moving around, looking around, and as he looks to one side, you see Corridon just steps on this wooden plank, which the ground has like some wooden tiles, some stone tiles. It's a mess on the floor. But as his foot goes into this wooden plank, it kind of tilts up. And as it tilts up, you see something almost get catapulted along, and it hits a wall of these like stacked pots. And as the pots crumble down, you see that the top one had a string attached to it. And as that falls, it pulls up this basket of centipedes that just gets quickly flung like a catapult or a trebuchet right at Corridon's face.
Ah!
You now have a swarm of insects attacking you.
God.
Oh, that's awesome.
So the trap is a basket full of centipedes? That's fantastic.
Yeah, and they're going to make an attack on you. Which misses, even with... Yep, so what do you do?
Am I like trapped? Am I like encumbered or trapped inside where that plank is?
No, there's... the only thing of note is the centipedes all over your face.
Oh my God, I'm gonna bat them away from me and back up, back up away from them.
Alright. So, you guys got to try to, what? What do you mean by...
Laugh?
Like I'm gonna try to disengage from them.
Okay, disengage from them. You are able to disengage and move back, and you will see this swarm of insects, and they're starting to amass into a swarm, and they look quite angry at Chad and Corridon for disturbing them. Anybody wanting to do anything, or they're letting this go?
Kind of poke at them. Like, go on.
I mean, I'm going to take a swipe at it, that's for sure.
Aside from slapping you, what else can we do?
Oh, well, it's a creature. It's a swarm of insects. Like, they're going to continue attacking Corridon.
I guess I'm
gonna.
So I should just fireball him?
Yeah, probably.
That's what I
I've
heard.
never seen you guys.
I heard him yell, "Fireball me now!"
I don't want to swing my longsword at a guy with insects on it.
Oh,
I disengaged,
Yeah,
right?
you've disengaged and you've backed away.
Alright, I'll vicious mockery the swarm.
Alright.
You have no cohesion.
You guys are the worst bugs ever.
What's your DC? These centipedes all like independently look at you and like raise one leg almost as if they're flipping the bird at you. So they don't seem to be affected by your vicious mockery.
About a bonfire underneath them.
Yes, that will hurt them. All right, you see about 20% of them burn away. You doing anything, Elian or other?
I'm laughing pretty much right now.
I'm gonna light a torch.
Did we just lose that?
Flimsy torch.
Oh, yeah. So what are you doing, sorry?
I'm gonna light a torch and just kind of stare at it for a second, and then try and cast Booming Blade through a torch.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. That would be an improvised weapon, so just you're not proficient with it, so just roll your strength. If you want to just tap strength, that should work. Unless you're proficient with torches and you haven't told me.
Nothing I'm aware of.
Ah, yes, you hit.
That is a 24.
Definitely hit. So yeah, roll. I guess it's a D8 and D4 of fire damage or something like that.
It's a total of 9 damage.
Okay, they are starting to thin out. Anything, Elian? Gonna sing chicken in there to eat them?
Oh, how low are they to the ground? Can chicken get to them by jumping?
Oh yeah.
Chicken's hungry, so chicken's gonna run in and try to eat some.
All right, roll for chicken.
Snack time.
Centipedes are awesome.
I get a
Sasha,
big
how
delay on
was
it
it?
going. Did it come through for you?
Not yet, no.
Strange. I'm clicking right on the bite, it's not going through. Which it normally does.
I'll see if I can make it work on my end. I'll do a bite on chicken, normal.
Is it
was
working
there
on
like
the
another-
screen for you?
What's that?
You might have one of those higher levels.
So did those come through for you, Brian?
I can see them there, yeah. It's just on the character sheet when I'm clicking on the bite, it's not activating the attack like it normally does.
Is it bringing down?
Drop down.
Yeah, thing where you press like OK for advantage or normal or disadvantage.
Oh yeah, you know what? It was hidden underneath the window where I had Chicken's character sheet open. So yes, it's right in the middle of the screen.
Fair enough.
Got it. All right. You already rolled, so we're good.
Yep, and yeah, chicken devours what remains of these insects. So that's done. And so, yeah, again, you quite easily notice the almost Goldberg machine style of contraption of this hitting that, breaking into this, of this kind of trap. You guys continuing down?
I'll keep going through. I believe I said there might be more than one trap.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't I move ahead and search for them?
I'm betting there's something good
Got
if
it.
they've got all these crummy traps.
Oh, they're not crummy. They're awesome.
Hey, man.
All right. Well, could I get another perception check, please, Boone?
And do I use bless on skill checks like that?
Nah, more saving throws.
Saving throws and
It's just attacks, saving.
Mm-hmm. Saving throws and attack rolls. Oh yeah. So you very easily see this one. Now this one looks a little bit more like disguised. It looks like a pit trap. Like it's ground covered with grass and stuff. But if somebody goes over to check it out, they will quite easily miss that beforehand. There is not only a string, but also there's like a string on the ground and there's like a log on the top. So you'd either bump into the log or move the log or pull the string to investigate this fake pit trap. And then each of these things, they all have strings running through them, going through different things, knocking over other things, creating all of these weird effects. And then in the far side, you see what looks like on a log that would go like this. It looks like there's a scorpion just stuck to it. So if you tripped this log would come on through, and then the scorpion would sting you.
Thinking of the traps from the coyote and the roadrunner.
Yeah, sounds a little bit similar. And again, being able to find it, it's incredibly easy to disarm this trap. And as you do, you hear out of the corner. You hear out of the corner of your vision, and then you have a look, and you see what looks like a small red-tinged creature bump into something and then quickly run down. And if you go and look to see where he disappeared to, you notice a disguised area which has a staircase going down.
are we fighting like Kobold Rambo?
I was gonna say, wasn't there a kobold with a scorpion on a stick in some other adventure we were?
Perhaps.
Yeah. There's like one of the kobolds that has like a scorpion on the stick, and he has like a basket with like a centipede in it. It's like the inventor or something like that, isn't it?
Maybe.
This guy's gonna wipe us. I'm guaranteeing it.
I'm gonna point to where I saw the kobold, and I'm gonna start going towards it, but I'm gonna keep checking for traps, assuming it's bait.
Olo, can you cast tidal wave down there?
I mean, I
That's what we
could.
do with rats.
You're the most murderous paladin I have ever met.
I mean, I could, but it seems
It's a
like
cleansing.
overkill.
So you're going down alone, Boone?
Wait, can't we just have Chad run down? Because we can always resummon Chad no matter what happens to him.
Can I get to the stairs
That's the best way to clear traps.
unmolested?
Yes, you are able to easily hop, skip, and jump your way over to the stairs without knocking into anything or knocking anything down. So,
Okay. I'll wave everybody over if we're gonna do the stairs.
all right. So, are you all going together?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Boone about 15 feet back. Let him do his trap clearing.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, as you go down the stairs, you feel like you're heading into a cellar of sorts. And as you get nearing the bottom of the stairs, you see guttering torches casting dim light under the arches of a wine cellar, roughly 20 feet square. The cracked ceiling is about 8 feet high, and in an alcove on the far side of the room, you see a pile of treasure twinkling in torchlight, and you see many kobolds gathered around it. And as you look on over, you can see that same small red creature you saw before, the kobold, run over and talk to a much larger, more regal-looking kobold. And as you make your way around make your way down to have a look, you are easily pointed out by the kobold which was spying on you before, and you hear him go like, "What's that?" in like some draconic voice. And
I speak Draconic.
then you
so
would
you
have
know.
heard, "They're coming! They're coming! They're coming along! The traps didn't stop them!" Something along that sort of lines. And then you see him stand up. The guy dressed in quite a lot of, like, he looks quite regal himself, and he stands up and he goes, "Stop! You have entered the lair of Kakarol!" And then you, when he says Kakarol, you see all the other kobolds go like, yeah, Kakarol. And he's speaking in common. And he says, "What brings you to my treasure trove?"
I'll put on my most regal air and say, "Greetings." Is it Kakarol?
Kakarol.
We come in friendship.
You say you come in friendship, yet you kill my men? You kill the ones tasked to repair the traps?
We have killed none of your men.
I have word that this great turtle, and he gestures behind you, crest them with magical water.
Oh, they
Killed
can't
some
swim.
kobolds. Ah,
Gods did. I was
You
just
are
kinda
fucking
there.
with our nap.
'twas a misunderstanding.
Well, I, Kakarol, the dragon to be, desires an offering.
How may we appease you, dragon to be?
And when you say dragon to be, you see his like chest puff out, and he looks quite proud and happy. He says, "Well, like any dragon, gold."
Is this all in Draconic or Common?
This is in common.
I'm speaking to him in Draconic because I know he's a kobold.
Oh yeah, if you started talking to him in Draconic, he would have responded in kind, but his original statement was in common.
Plus, I know I've got a murderous psychopath behind me on a giant elk. I need to make sure the situation does not get out of hand.
You might suffer vermin to live, but I don't.
So yeah, he asks for gold, and yeah.
I carry no gold through the jungle with me. Is there no other gift that I can give you? Perhaps a song or a tale of some.
You have no money, no coins, no shiny coins.
What do
No,
you
we
think
have-
they're talking about, Olo?
We have traveled far through the jungle to reach the city. We did not bring currency with.
And then you see like one of his men go like what about other things?
Don't do it.
And then he says, "If you have not come here to give an offering, why have you come?"
We search the city for treasures, but do not wish to steal from the living. We only search the dead.
What's the total number of kobolds in the room?
It's looking like they're moving around a bit, and they're not all out in the open, it seems, but more than a dozen.
Okay.
He says,
They can't
The layout of this room.
what's that, sorry?
What's the layout of the room?
It's like it's a 20 by 20 square, and they are all bunched in on the other side, and
Boone, what'd he say?
I'm negotiating with them.
And on
With that, like Corridon just gives him the craziest look. Like who would bargain with a rat or a worm?
So is that? Did you say that, or are you thinking that?
Oh no, he's just giving him a look like, really, dude?
No worries.
A cultural anthropologist would. Yeah, frickin' psycho.
That's a good counter.
Even.
All right. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna comb my my knowledge of the kobold race, and is there any kind of legend or I don't know song or something that I can come up with that they might appreciate if I were to start singing?
They're impressed by known dragons. Just start spouting off dragon names.
Is there a dragon song that I can come up with and just start singing it out loud?
I'm sure you could try to make one up. Give me a performance check at disadvantage.
Off the magic dragon.
Hey, he's a
You know
bard.
that one?
Disadvantage to a bard. Come on.
Yeah, but he's got good stuff. 10. Yeah, it is fine because as soon as you say anything dragon related, as you are performing it, you see a lot of the kobolds start listening. You see a couple of them tapping their feet and bopping their heads. But you do notice that Kakarol, at first taken in by the performance, suddenly looks back and looks away and is like, "What dragon is it that you sing of?"
Boy, I'm just gonna say Smog, but
Yeah.
I'll come up with some better dragon name.
Yeah, so you say a random dragon name. It's like, well, surely whatever dragon you'll sing of
Limerick?
would pale into comparison to me once I have gone through my change.
I will modify
Yeah,
my song to fit him into there and how great he's gonna be at some point. All in Draconic.
All right, and that works a charm. He loves it, and he asks you. So this song, have you performed this song before? Have you told others of this song?
When I leave this city, I will sing this song across the land and spread your fame wide and far.
The song of Kakarot, the dragon to be?
Yes. I'm going to throw in some prestidigitation in there, smoke, fire. Play it up.
It goes off perfectly. And as that happens, you see him like he's loving it. He's loving the song and he's loving the prestidigitation. And all the other kobolds were liking it at first, and they looked at him, and then he's doing it. So it's like, yeah, they're all getting into it. They're all looking quite happy. At which point he's like, I like you. You could be you are now a vassal of Kakarot. You are to go along the lands and speak of me, and tell that bloody red dragon if he ever comes near here, that he'll have to face the might of Kakarot.
He clearly will never have the courage to venture into this. And I will ask him, since in order to aid us to leave the city and venture forth and spread his word, can he give us any aid in finding what we seek here?
He confers with some of his advisors and companions and says, well, if you are the people who we've heard about, I believe that those stupid snake people are planning to ambush upon you.
Can you tell us where?
Something about the places that we're tasked with keeping in good order. Those filthy snake people. Horrible. They think they should have scales. How dare they?
Could you, if I were to show a map to you, could you show us the places that you keep in order?
Oh, yes, sure. And he begins to point out various places on the map which they are tasked with keeping in order. I'll quickly just draw a little circle around them. Boop. Boop. Doop. 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 And the ones that you've already cleared.
All right. I'll let him know that we plan to visit these places on pilgrimage, but we will do no harm if possible.
And he says, don't you damage the mechanisms! Keep them in good order! And he lets you know that regularly kobolds from him are sent to each of these shrines to make sure that everything's still up and running, and anything that has been triggered or gone off can be reset by them.
All right, this is probably pushing his luck, but could we bring a kobold with us to show us the mechanisms before we walk into each room?
Oh, that is against his will.
Whose will?
The great skeletal one. The one who will turn me into a dragon.
Ah, very good.
So what's he want?
I gave them a song, and he has given us the locations of all of the rest of the buildings that we're looking. Fair trade.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's better than I give him.
I mean, those veggie pygmies probably could have done the same thing, but we kicked them all into the lava.
I highly doubt it. They were filth trying to sacrifice this here frogman.
I'm gonna lean in real quick to Kakarol and Interconic, like, hey man, I'm really sorry I killed all your friends. That was not cool. Sorry about that. And I may hand him like a field mice out of my shell as like an offering.
And you got to hand him a field mice, and like one of his scaly defenders intercedes and takes it from him, and then goes. And hands it to Kakarot, and he's like almost using the field mouse as like a pointing device. He goes, "This does not make us even." And he eats it down one go. But it is delicious. Thank you.
Anytime, man. You have a good one. I'm back.
Cool.
Any other reason to stay? I'll look up the stairs. Catch Corden's eye.
It's very helpful of you, kobolds. My thanks.
And you hear him replying in common, like, just keep your wits about you, and don't destroy things, don't make our job any harder, and try not to trip on any of those traps upstairs. Do you know how long they take to set up?
We will leave as quickly as we can.
Mm-hmm. Okie dokie. Well, if you guys are heading out, you make it out completely fine.
At the top of the stairs, alright, real quick poll. I'm really bad at reading. Do we need to flood that place, or are we just gonna go?
Oh, I don't know. They're Boone's friends now, so probably not.
I mean, they seem pretty cool. I kind of like them.
I'm apparently in fealty to that little kobold, so yeah, let's just.
Oh, well, that settles that. You can't attack your feudal lord.
That settles that.
But he'll pull out the map and they'll say, "We've got a map to where we need to go."
Mm-hmm.
Where do we got to take Frogface here?
If you show the map to Frogface mentions around. That's the one.
That second temple?
Right there.
Oh, I thought it was a lot closer to the waterfall. All right, we should have probably gone over the log.
I
as long as we're here.
can cast water breathing if we have time.
Well, shoot. I guess we could just go to this first, and then just move through the water to the second one.
Yeah, and if there's any kind of boat or anything around that first temple, we might be able to take that to the second.
So is that what you guys are planning on doing?
Sure.
All right.
Never met helpful kobolds before.
Yeah, that was a little weird, but they seem pretty cool.
I
think every intelligent race of creatures can be helpful if you just talk to them instead of rushing in and killing them.
Oh, how helpful those Vegapygmies were while they little plant things where they're trying to kill their frog face here. Real helpful.
Okay, so you guys heading to that one there. How do you want to approach it?
Hey, Danimal.
Yo.
Frog face seem appreciative?
He's quite often looking at you guys and looking around as if waiting for danger at any step. But he definitely seems like he's very accepting of your protection.
So, you look at this frog here. He's happy we killed all them things. Come on now.
Well, any enemy of the Yuan-Ti is a friend of mine.
Ah, you said that right, Vanguard.
And yeah, and we're supposed to be expecting ambushes at all of these temples, or did he say specifically one of them?
He said it. He said it looks like they're preparing to ambush you at a shrine.
I don't know how well the Yuan-Ti swim, but I would assume that they are quick in the water, like any.
What's the distance from the shore to that wall of the temple?
Yeah, not super far. Like, if we do it by the ruler, it's like 20 feet.
And there's no boats or anything along the shoreline?
There doesn't seem to be any boats whatsoever.
Okay.
So, rope? Or is the current strong? Is it deep?
We could ride the turtle out.
The current doesn't look strong. It looks like you wouldn't have too much trouble swimming. Like, you'd still be doing, like, the normal half speed and all that for swimming if you don't have a swim speed. But yeah, it doesn't look overly difficult or anything.
Does the wall on the other side look like once we get there it'll be easy to climb onto, or how high is it out of the water?
It looks like it's about 10 feet out of the water.
And can we see any obvious handholds or footholds on the wall?
It is crumbling away. It might require, especially since you would be wet at the time, might require a bit of a check to get through, to get over it. But you do feel like the the walls. They're not as good as they seem on that picture. That entire west wall is completely crumbled down.
If only we had a canoe.
Should have carried it your whole way.
How deep can you see how deep the water is in here too?
It's hard to tell the depth of the water, but it doesn't seem especially deep. Like, it wouldn't be any deeper than 10 feet. But around the edge of the shrine, you think it's anywhere from 10 feet to lower than that, and then you see it sort of almost rise as you see the ripples of the water react in a way that it seems a bit higher around the entrance.
So as long as the current's not too bad, I guess, Boone will just start wading in and swim.
Okay, where are you wanting to enter the shrine?
On the northern wall, I would guess, if there's a way through the wall there.
All right, let me just check the shrine map real quick, and I'll put you guys down.
Or is there anything on the roof of that building that we could tie a rope to?
It does not look like it, no.
I'm going to waterproof my bow and put the bowstring away on the way across so it doesn't get warped.
I guess I'll hold my instruments out of the water.
Alright, so you guys want to enter pretty much like from the north-northwest kind of a way? There's a break in the wall there.
Yeah. Getting into the courtyard is probably the number one priority.
Mm-hmm. And what's happening with Chad? Is he doggy paddling?
So
He's
how
elky
difficult
paddling.
is it to swim in my armor?
What's that, sorry?
How difficult is it to swim in armor?
You know what? I've never come across this before. Is there anybody know of any rules about swimming in armor?
Is it athletics
I
or
think
disadvantage?
there is something.
I don't think so. Isn't there a penalty to athletics checks for heavy armor?
Probably. I would say that you would still be able to move fine, but...
So it says, while
You
climbing
can
or
ride
swimming,
jet.
each foot of movement costs 1 extra foot. So
Yeah.
it's basically difficult terrain.
Yeah.
At a GM's option, climbing a slippery vertical surface, few handholds requires athletics check.
Mm-hmm.
Gaining any distance in rough water might require strength check.
Yeah, I'm not finding
Doesn't say anything about drowning.
I would say...
I know what I would do. I would have him sink and drown, but that's me.
what is your strength modifier, Corridon?
+3.
+3. Yeah, I would say you'd be able to swim quite fine, but I'm going to say since you're in heavy armor, you need one hand free. You need one hand to help keep you swimming.
Okay, yeah. So I have medium armor at scale. I don't know if that
medium.
makes a difference.
Okay, yeah. No, if it's medium, then I'm fine with it. I don't care.
Plus, you can always just ride Chad.
Yeah, can Chad swim me over there?
Well, Chad can swim, because it's like anything else, and I've seen elks swim before. Yeah, he'll swim faster than you do, so go for it. Ride him.
If at all possible, I want to ride Chad through the water.
Mm-hmm. Now, are you riding him while sitting on him, or are you standing up, like...
He's sitting on the front of Chad like from the Titanic movie. Willow's got him wrapped in his arms.
He's got, yeah. I'm flying, Jack. I'm flying.
Alright, so...
Like I'm...
I'll quickly move you guys over to the map, and you will be on the bottom left of it, but I'll ping you guys over.
By the way, I'm well aware of what a waste of spell slots Chad is at this point.
No, you need him. He's necessary.
Look at Chad.
I just love how
He's got
giant
water
he is.
in the background. It's perfect. Or is that grass?
Hmm?
That's grass with a mountain behind him.
Oh, yeah. So...
Logan, that photo's amazing.
I love it, dude.
Dude, is that an elk or a moose?
I think it's a
moose.
it's a moose.
Moose.
It's a moose because it was the first image that came up, and I was like, yeah, screw it.
It's a. But don't tell Chad that. He doesn't know he's a
Chad.
moose.
Sorry,
He
Chad.
thinks he's an elk.
Look at that.
Anyway, so what are you guys doing? You see, you guys got sight. Everyone can see and stuff.
I guess once Boone reaches the wall, he'll wheedle around it and make for the temple.
Okay. At this point, I need you to roll initiative. Select your tokens, as you have angered something in the water.
Do I roll before I get into the space, or?
No, it's pretty much as you get there, and I'll allow everybody else to move about 10, 15 feet.
Like there?
Oh no, like you can move back to where you were. That's fine. But if anybody wants to move up to 10, 15 feet, they may.
Were we
Can I
able to
get
climb
onto
up
that
the wall or not?
Oh, were you climbing up the wall?
I was just going through it.
If you want,
I wanted to get to the courtyard as fast as possible.
if you want to climb up the wall, you can.
Well, how deep is it here by the temple?
Where you are, right along the edge where you're standing, it's about 2 feet deep.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm just covering Boone wherever he's going and trusting him to find any traps.
Mm-hmm. I just realized I need to add one more character over here. G.
I didn't realize in the courtyard the water is much shallower. No, I'll just go that way.
Yeah, no worries. Boo, boo, boo. And he'll be back here with
Did the Grung ever give us a name?
Yeah. Imbok, which is Imbok.
Nice.
Cat.
Frog face.
Alright, and
That's
that.
Prince
calling him
Mbok
Kermit.
to you.
Yeah, Prince Imbok. Okay, let's just roll up some initiative real quick.
Damn, Alien, did you crit on your initiative roll?
Yeah, because that's what you have to crit on, right?
Hey man, if you're not first, you're last. Go for it.
Okay, and
Shake and bake.
with that, you see, you feel, I would say with your passive perception, Elian, without actually attempting to do a perception check, what is it? 16, yeah, easily. You notice ripples in the water around here.
I'm gonna yell out to the rest of the party. Over to our east. There's something coming in under the water.
You doing anything else with your turn?
Yeah. So you said the water gets shorter in the courtyard.
Yeah, where Olo and Boone are, it's about 2 feet deep.
I'm gonna move over to here. Chicken's coming with me. And how long would it take to restring my bow now that I'm on a drier area?
Oh, it's fine. Yeah, I would say,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna restring my bow,
Mm-hmm.
and that I'm assuming would be my action. So.
Okay. All right. So, Olo.
I'm going to and see if I can get a look at what's coming.
Mm-hmm.
And if I don't just kind of see it out instantly, I'm just going to pull out my shield and hold an action to
Hold an action to what?
I'm holding an action to drop the booming blade on whatever comes past me if there is anything out there.
All right. And so you're standing where you are now?
Correct.
Okay.
I'm gonna yell, Boone, why don't you try talking to it? See if it'll slow down.
Worked out last time.
Okay, Vanguard.
I'm guessing it doesn't really say anything about shocking grasp and water.
I'm sure it's fine.
I'm sure it's more like magic.
We're all gonna be fried.
So I think what I'll do is I'm going to move.
Mm-hmm.
And all the disturbances this way?
Yes, it looks like it would be sort of in that gap over here.
All right, I'm just going to hold action and basically hold my cantrip, which is Shocking Grasp. If anything, if a hostile creature comes within 5 feet of me, I will Shocking Grasp it.
Done.
As a held action.
And that's your turn?
It's my turn.
All right. Elian, you definitely hear something to the south, and you see Chicken starting to freak out a little bit. As that appears.
Oof.
And but it used all of its movement to get there, and with that, it is your turn, Corridon, as you see a reasonably sized crocodile go up and engage Chicken and Elian.
All right. Chad is going to move away from the crocodiles.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
That's fair.
Can I get up on this wall here?
It is about
There's a room?
It's about 10 feet high, and standing on it will take a bit of balance, but you can.
All right. What do you want, an athletics check to get up there?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, you climb up it fine.
All right. I'm
get to
going
the
to
top.
get up there,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to hold my action. If I see the thing go past, like come up near me or past me, I'm going to attack it with my attack of opportunity.
With your glaive.
Yeah.
Yep, no worries. Boone.
Can I climb the temple?
It looks exceedingly difficult.
Can I move to there and
But you
climb
can
that
climb up on
wall?
my back and try and jump.
You can try and climb the wall, yeah? Roll an athletic check.
I'll do that.
You slide down. Your hands and feet must be a bit too wet.
Whoosh. That's all I'm going to do. Hold on to my cutting words in case I'm attacked.
Alright, that comes out of the water.
Whoa, doggy.
Ah!
And Olo and Corridon can do their prepared things if they want to.
That's a gargantuan, not large.
Just a giant, but it's huge. It's huge
It's
size.
real fucking big as well.
Alright, that's
It's like 3 squares.
Yep. Alright, the booming hammer hits. For 8.
8 damage.
And with that, he is going to attempt to bite Olo.
Hey, buddy, we're kin. It's cool.
Alright, he hits you for a 22.
Yup.
And you are grappled and restrained, and you take 30 damage. It's possible, if I can see you struggling over there, Boone. It's up to you.
Sorry, this is out of... Olo, what's your AC?
19.
I'll give him my cutting words.
Go for it. Roll your dice.
That boy bites hard.
Yep. You are able to successfully cut the words of this giant crocodile. How do you stop him from connecting with the attack?
Boone will be uncharacteristically brave. He will splash in the water and clap his hands and yell, "Hey, hey, hey!" And that gator will turn.
I guess imagine like one of those wildlife videos. It's like, hey, 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 no. Yeah.
This is just like Jaws, where Roy Scheider jumps onto the cable and is slapping the cable with the oar, trying to get the shark.
Right. Sounds good. And then you'll see his massive tail come out and try to whack Corridon. For 20. You you need to make a strength saving throw, and you take 12 damage. All right, you are knocked prone, which knocks you off the wall, and you fall down into the water. And with that, I believe that's the end of his turn. Round 2. You see Corridon floating on his back in the water. Elian, you are up. But first,
Well,
I'm just going to
we're
quickly
gonna
roll
take a
initiative for the Grung and for Orvek.
bow attack, and Chicken will attack the one closest to us.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so that bow attack misses because you're at disadvantage at this range. And both chickens' attacks strike true. and you see Chicken absolutely eviscerate the crocodile. Blood is in the water. There is barely anything left of this crocodile. He still clings to life, but he is not looking good.
All right, and then we will end our turn there then.
Mm-hmm. Okay, next up is, what is it? Orvex. Orvex reacts and he's like, oh, Jesus! Well, he probably doesn't say Jesus, but, you know. Oh, Tyr! Torm! Oh, it was only supposed to be one of those, so it'll be the first one, which is the good one! Yeah!
He hit something!
He hit something. And he gets his 2d6 sneak attack damage. Look at that. Ooh, not bad. 14 damage.
Nice job!
Oops. Alright, and with that, he's going to tread water and move back. Okay. Next up is Imbok. I rolled really well for their initiative. Imbok is just going to swim around the corner. And Olo, you're up. You have this massive crocodile in front of you that just barely missed doing some quite devastating damage upon you.
Yeah, and having seen my life pass before my shell, I'm going to react with overwhelming violence.
Overwhelming violence. It's the best thing to do.
Does a 15 hit?
I believe it does. Yes, a 15 does strike true.
Thank God for large size categories. Alright, I'm hit with the boom hammer.
Mm-hmm.
For 14 points of damage.
Not bad.
And then I'm going to burn a War Priest to hit him again.
Go for it. You strike.
Same, 15. For another 8 points of damage.
Oh, he's looking angry at you.
And then I'm going to blast him with my Necrotic Aura.
Mm-hmm.
For 4.
4 necrotic damage. Vanguard, you're up. I assume you're not wanting to move. You can move if you want. Sorry, Boone. Sorry, Olo.
He looks like he has reach, so I'm going to stay right here and really hope that I don't die.
Fair enough. Vanguard.
Yeah, I'm a lightning bolt. This direction. That 5-foot square.
Mm-hmm.
100 feet. Makes a dex save.
I'm going to make this dex save at disadvantage because it's lightning. Why not? Sounds fun. Alright. Nah, he failed anyway. But yep, he fails. Full damage. Ooh, nice. That one hurt him.
Nice job.
I'm going to move here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, as you do, he takes an attack of opportunity on you. And whips out and hits you with his tail.
Would that trigger Sentinel?
I used my reaction previously.
He hasn't had his turn yet. But I believe it misses, right? You have your mage armor up, so you should have decent AC. I rolled a 3. I rolled a 3. Damn it. Alright, anything else, Vanguard, or are you done?
I'm done.
Alright. Crocodile's turn. And they're starting to hear commotion. And this one is going to attack the chicken. For nothing else has hurt him, and that hurt him a hell of a lot. Bite the chicken! Critically miss the chicken! And you see feathers starting to fly around, and the crocodile jumps out and tries to bite him, and you see a massive splash, and all of a sudden you don't see chicken anymore, and you're like, oh no! And as you're looking around, the crocodile's looking around too, and you see, like, just behind him from underneath the water, bloop, comes chicken out again. Completely unscathed. Corridon, you're up.
All right, so this thing is above the water, correct?
It's kind of half in, half out, but yeah.
I want to try to climb on top of it and stab it.
Is your health bar right, Sasha?
Yeah, sadly.
Yeah, we never healed him after he went on a religious genocide.
All right. Yeah, you can climb on him. I'm just make me an athletics check.
I'm just thinking that it's very difficult to use a hewing spear in the water.
Mm-hmm. I get that. That's I know what your thought process is. Yeah, I'm gonna allow you to climb onto this behemoth, but yeah, go for the attack.
All right, man. I'm gonna get down on this thing now.
Yep, they both hit. Mm-hmm. You can roll
All
your
right.
damage.
Ignore the radiant. I don't have my divine favor.
Yeah, no worries. Uh-huh.
So that's 10 damage, and then on the butt spike, as he turns it around and jams it down, I am going to smite him.
You're not, because the butt spike didn't... He was dead before the butt spike connected.
All right, so he climbs up on top of him and just starts hacking and hacking and hacking right between this thing's eyes.
Nice. You cleave right through its top jaw and bottom jaw, and then as you try and pull it out, its bottom jaw sort of caves in with it. Anything else?
I'm going to stay on top of this thing until it sinks.
All right. You think that you might have one turn of that. Boone, you're up.
He's going to just cast Vicious Mockery again on that crocodile.
All right, Vicious Mockery on the croc. But he's going to pass with an actual 20, of course. No, 14. He is viciously mocked for 5 damage. And he has disadvantage on his attack, which I shall mark. Okay.
Make a ticking noise come out from his stomach.
Alright, Alien. Back to you. Round 3.
Alright, well, Chicken's going to start the attack this time, and then I'll follow up.
Oh, damn. Yeah, I think Chicken kills it on the bite. Yeah. Died on the bite. Unfortunately, the critical was against his dead corpse.
I'm good with it. Chicken digs in and comes out the other side. And then I'm going to take a shot at the one on the far side.
I can't remember what movie it is, but I'm remembering a movie of like some little like creature's head just popping out and like looking around and gets covered in viscera. It might be Alien. It might be Alien, but I'm thinking something less spacey. But either way, that's what I'm imagining, the chicken coming out of the crusher.
Jurassic Park had something.
Yeah, maybe. All right.
I think Tremors had something like that too.
You do hit with the longbow. Oh man, Tremors.
What a good movie.
You deal quite a lot of damage to this guy. He's barely holding in.
What a good monster to add to my campaign. I'm writing that down.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, anything else, Alien?
I do not.
Okay. It's Orvex's turn, and seeing the giant crocodile dead, what can he see exactly? Okay, he can see the other crocodile there, and he's going to swim a little bit closer, and he's going to try and shoot the crocodile, but he's not going to have a good line of sight. But he's going to be like, how many are there? He connects.
At least one, buddy.
He takes out the croc. As you see the crossbow bolt go right into its eye.
Crikey!
Did you say crikey?
There's no way I can let this happen.
All right.
Why have none of us not tried to wrestle one of these things?
It is
Because they have teeth,
Ola.
and they do 30 points of damage.
It is your turn. What are you doing?
Do I see anything else moving in the general area?
You see chicken coming out of a crocodile corpse.
I mean, I'm in general supportive of that. I'm going to move up to the one that just got dropped.
Mm-hmm.
And not seeing anything, I'm going to cast a quick healing word on Corden.
Go for it. Corden, you get healed this amount. There it is. 5.
Anybody?
Ah, that's the stuff.
Alright, well, if that is the end of your turn, Olo, anything else?
No, I'm just kind of looking around and hoping that it's done.
Alright. Vanguard, you're up. You do see that, with your proximity to Chicken, you see him looking at something further down the line.
Okay, so could I go 5, 10, 15? And then can I push the corpse so that it floats towards the other thing?
Yeah, sure, if you want to.
See if it bites it, takes it, grabs it, and runs away, or what's it going to do if it bypasses it?
Okay.
So I'll push the corpse.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's an interaction or what that would be.
Like a shove?
Yeah, like try to get it floating
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
to the side.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
yep, I get that.
And then I will... is that an action, or what do you want me to use for that?
If you're wanting to, like, push it in a way to try to trick the other crocodile to do something with it, I would say it would take an action, yeah.
All right, yeah, I'll push it. I'm hoping it bites it and tries to eat it, and then
Mm-hmm. All right.
takes off. And then I'll kind of sit here in the corner.
Sounds good. Well, I'll make this crocodile come over and attack Olo first before I deal with that.
Well, that just seems unnecessarily hostile.
Yeah, well, you're critted and you're grappled. Only got 1 extra damage for the crit.
Can we
I'm
befriend
good.
it and then have a crocodile mount?
What's that, sorry?
Sold.
Can we befriend it and then have a crocodile mount?
I don't know, you could try. Olo's pretty close to this crocodile right now. You could give it a go. And you see Olo trapped inside this crocodile's mouth as you take 10 damage. Now, this other crocodile. I'm intrigued at the idea. What is its intelligence? I believe it's not great. Alright, I'm thinking DC 10 sounds alright for it to not realize. And it's covered in blood, and there's probably chicken feathers in it a little bit. So we'll give it a DC 10. Alright, you see it try to bite the crocodile. And it succeeds and gets a large chunk out of it. And it's looking pretty good eating this crocodile at this point. Corridon, you're up.
All right, I am going to run along the back of the giant crocodile.
Acrobatics check.
And
Bloop.
which
I say
which
you.
side do I fall off of?
I say you bloop there, and that's used up your movement. You're still in range, but you'll be at disadvantage for your attacks.
I am going to get up here and wrestle this crocodile.
Mm-hmm. You gonna try and wrestle it?
Yeah, man. I'm going to try to get my buddy free.
All right. So are you trying to just get your buddy free?
Yeah.
All right. Athletics check. DC 12. Yeah, easy. Olo is out of its mouth.
Yes, that's strong.
They're only dangerous when you get up on them.
All right. Anything else, Corridon?
Or if you're made of turtle meat. No, I'm good.
All right.
They are my natural predator.
You're up, Boone.
I'm going to move a little closer to...
Mm-hmm.
And still cast on that one.
Okay.
Oh, look at that damage.
Look
Fail
at
it.
this save. No. I keep saving with advantage. -8. Oh, there. He's, you see him recoil and wince with pain after Olo gets released. Almost as if Corridon did it. And now he's really angry at Corridon. Alright, Elian, you're up.
Alright, I'm going to come around the corner here.
Mm-hmm.
And then Chicken's going to kind of glance over his shoulder at Boone and company and kind of give him a mocking glance of, really? And then he's going to charge in and attack. So we'll start off here.
Hit. Hit. And hit.
Nice.
6, 12. He's dead. He is toast with the combo attack of Elian and Chicken.
The worst part is Elliot now realizes he's not going to be able to live with Chicken for the entire next week because his ego is going to go through the roof.
At least you don't have to feed him today. Alright.
Good thing his crocodiles taste like chicken.
It's cannibalism. Orvex is going to do a quick shot at the one next to you guys. Oh! He hit! They have a horrible armor class. And with that, he kills that crocodile. Oh wait, no he doesn't. Oh no, he does. Yep. You previously heard it. And after a minute or so, the waters seem quiet and calm.
Crikey.
Crikey.
I mean,
And with
that was 4 rounds?
yes, it was. And with that crikey, we will go to a little 10-minute break as I'm going to heat up some spaghetti and eat it real quick. Alright guys, we will be back in 10 minutes and we'll check out what this shrine is all about and hopefully have no problems whatsoever. I'm sure they'll solve it in like 2 seconds flat. Alright, we'll be back soon.
Alright.